here we are in the media tab. So what I'm going to be doing is, first I'll give you a brief introduction of what the media tab is, and then we're going to be importing clips in the media tab. So if you go here on the left hand corner on the top, you have the media storage. If I click it on, it appears, and then here we have the arrow, so that kind of expands. If I click it on, it expands the whole section. But let's keep it this way. What it does in media storage is it kind of shows all the folders from your system. And I have also chosen some favorite folders. So what you can do, if I need like a favorite folder, say iPhone filmmaking, I go right click and then add folders to favorites. And if I click that, then the folder comes here. I have done these folders as my favorite because a lot of times my project files are there. Like a lot of times all the raw files are there. So that's what I would import it from. Here are all the files which is in your computer, in your system. And here would be all the files which is in DaVinci Resolve in your project. So that explains these two sections. Then we have the audio, if you want to play back, then you can see the audio meter. Metadata is just information about the videos. Inspector, we don't really need it here. And capture also, we don't need it here. Let's just leave it to audio. We don't actually really need this section. Like here, I use media tab just to import the clips. So our current project, what I want to, edit and show you the editing process, that is in here. And if I see here, I don't really see the name clearly. So what I can do, I can also change the outlook. So it can be in a list or it can be in these little bins. So let's do a list, and I can also, increase the width. And then this is where all the raw files are. So wherever the raw files are, what you can do, you can select them all, just drag and select with the mouse. And if you drag it here, then all the clips are here, without the folder structure, because here I have structured the videos into different folders. The drone shots are here. You can also go back here. So without the folder structure, everything is just bam, comes on the main page. We don't want to do that. We want to preserve the same folder structure as how it was in my computer. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to drag it, not here, but I'm going to drag it here under master. And if I just leave it, then what happens is in my master, if I go in the master, then all the clips are in the exact same structure as how it was in my computer. Because every time what happens is that when I'm filming something, I sort of really structure everything really good. So if something is shot on drone, I put it on drone. If something is shot on day one, I put it on day one. So I exactly know where the files are. Because if I just put them in one folder, I have like 500 video clip in one folder. So then it's impossible to find anything. So that's why I put, separate in the different folders as much as possible. And now what's going to happen is I have imported everything in DaVinci. So this was the computer, this is DaVinci. What you also need to do is you need to activate something called as smart bins or power bins. So here, if I go to power bins, you go to this three dot, you just select power bins, and I would just delete that. So if I go here on the left hand bottom, I see something called as power bin. You also might see. And if I click that, then I have a lot of different types of folders. You wouldn't have, but I've given you all these folders in the raw video clips. So you can just download that in the computer. What these folders are different sound effects that I use on most of my videos, different graphics, different overlays, like, these arrows that I use a lot, this location point, this 1 week later meme that I use a lot. So I wouldn't copy all of this every time in DaVinci Resolve. They are available in the power bin. So power bins is like a collection of all the sound effects and the video effects that is there. So how you can import anything in the power bin is, say for example, like all these things you have downloaded it somewhere, I've given this to you in the description. So all these things, say if you have saved it somewhere. So what you need to do, you just need to go in the computer, or you can also just go in the video effects. Let's say if I had the 2025, folder. If I want to copy it in the Power Bins, I just drag it under master. And this 2025 folder would be in DaVinci Resolve every time I open DaVinci Resolve. I would just Control Z because I don't need it. So wherever you have saved anything, just drag and drop that under master, not in the project, but under Power Bins master. And then every time you open DaVinci Resolve, all these folders would be there. And it's just so nice to have like an audio and a video library which you use every time. It saves so much time. So yeah, that's how you import videos in DaVinci Resolve. And in the next section, I'm going to be teaching you actually how to edit in DaVinci Resolve. So let's go.